We just hopped off the subway from Brooklyn and we entered into Rockefeller Center. And we are on our way to Radio City Music Hall, where we are going on the Radio City Music Hall tour. These are just a couple of scenes of Manhattan as we are walking to Radio City Music Hall. It's only a couple of blocks from Rockefeller Center. We just arrived at Radio City Music Hall. We had stopped at the gift shop and purchased our tickets. Adults are $30, seniors are $26, as well as children under 12 and students with a valid ID. We're getting ready to embark on their tour, which is 75 minutes long. Tours run daily from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and depart approximately every half hour. On our tour, we're going behind the scenes of the showplace of the nation. We're going to explore the history and beauty of Radio City Music Hall and discover Art Deco masterpieces, including the palatial 60-foot-high foyer. And here we're getting exclusive views of the majestic auditorium, and we're learning the history of the iconic Great Stage. Now we're really going behind the scenes. We're actually going to the stage and we are going to see what is underneath the stage, all the mechanics and how it works. It's really quite fascinating. Radio City Music Hall was built on a plot of land that was originally intended for a metropolitan opera house. The opera house plans were canceled in 1929, leading to the construction of Rockefeller Center. Radio City Music Hall was designed by Edward Durrell Stone and Donald Deskey in the Art Deco style, and it opened on December 27th in 1932. Radio City Music Hall, the New York City icon and historical landmark that the Rockettes call home, is a 6,000-seat venue with the largest stage and indoor TV screen in the world. We're getting ready to enter the hidden gem within Radio City Music Hall, and that's known as the Roxy Suite. And it's a private suite designed by Donald Deskey for Roxy Rockefeller himself. Formerly the private apartment of the hall's impresario, Samuel Roxy Rockefeller. The historic VIP suite's 20-foot gold leaf ceiling and rich cherry-paneled walls create an environment of supreme sophistication. The reception parlor and formal dining room have played host to generations of celebrities, some of whom are featured in photographs adorning the walls. As our tour comes to an end, we get to meet up with one of Radio City's music halls, beautiful Rockettes, where we get to ask questions and talk with her, and then she takes a wonderful souvenir photo with us. I've seen the Rockettes live many years ago, and they are fantastic. Radio City Music Hall is a fantastic place. The tour's wonderful and worth seeing. As we leave through the back doors of Radio City Music Hall, we walk down about a block and we head over to St. Patrick's Cathedral. The Cathedral of St. Patrick, commonly called St. Patrick's Cathedral, is a decorated neo-Gothic style Roman Catholic cathedral church in the United States and a prominent landmark of New York City. It is the seat of the Archbishop of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of New York, as well as parish church, and it's located on the east side of 5th Avenue, between 50th and 51st Streets in Midtown Manhattan, directly across the street from Rockefeller Center. Facing the Atlas statue, it is considered one of the most visible symbols of Roman Catholicism in New York City and the United States. After leaving St. Patrick's Cathedral, we head down 5th Avenue, and it's the most important avenue in Manhattan. If you walk along the avenue, you'll find several of New York's most famous attractions, such as the Empire State Building, which is our next destination for our tour. Once in the Empire State Building, we purchase our tickets and head up to, I believe it's the 82nd floor. The Empire State Building is a 102-story Art Deco skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. It was designed by Sherv, Lamb and Harmon and completed in 1931. The building has a roof height of 1,250 feet and stands a total of 1,454 feet tall, including its antenna. Its name is derived from Empire State, the nickname of New York, which is of unknown origin. As of 2019, the building is the 5th tallest completed skyscraper in the United States and the 28th tallest in the world. It is also the 6th tallest freestanding structure in the Americas. The Empire State Building stood as the world's tallest building for nearly 40 years until the completion of the World Trade Center's North Tower in Lower Manhattan in late 1970. Following the September 11th attacks in 2001, it was again the tallest building in New York until the new One World Trade Center was completed in April of 2012. Just a bit of trivia that's quite fascinating. Construction started on March 17th, 1930, which was 89 years ago. And do you know that Empire State Building was completed April 11th, 1931, 88 years ago? It took 1 year to build the Empire State Building. They built 1 floor a month. That's really quite amazing. Sit back, listen to the music, enjoy the fantastic views from the top of the Empire State Building. After a full day in Midtown Manhattan, what's a better way to close your evening out? We're going to a play in Times Square at the Gershwin Theater on Broadway, and we will be seeing Wicked. This is inside the Gershwin Theater for the few pictures I was able to take indoors. After the show, we closed out our evening. We stopped at Junior's for New York's famous cheesecake, a quick bite to eat, and Uber it back to Brooklyn. Another day tomorrow. Thank you for watching this segment of A Full Day in Manhattan. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you'll be notified when I place new content.